Did any car get crushed?
I have no idea, this is just a picture I found of one.
But you see how this is just an effect of erosion and weathering, which are slow processes, and these slow processes can cause a very fast and powerful process like a landslide. Turn to page 54. Gabe, thank you. On page 54, the top says reread. Yes, let me hear them. Yeah, you can. The top of the page says reread. Like I did at the beginning of the story, I didn't understand erosion. I went back and reread the part that was about erosion. That's why text features are there, because it helps you to see where you need to go back and reread. When you read an informational text, you may come across facts and ideas that are new to you. As you read A World of Change, which we just did, you can reread the difficult sections to make sure you understand them and help you remember key details. All right, look at the bottom, your turn. What happens to rock during weathering? Reread the section Slow and Steady on page 51 to find out. As you read, remember to use the strategy to reread, and that's what we're doing. So everyone go back to page 51 and read Slow and Steady. And instead of reading that whole section, we want to know more about weathering. So find the section, the paragraph that it talks about weathering, put your finger on it, where it talks about weathering. Okay, when you have your finger on it, read that paragraph again. And when you're done, look up at me. Somebody tell me about weathering. Explain it to me. John Carter.
When weathering occurs, it takes rocks and breaks them into smaller pieces.
Very good. Very good. All right, we're about to do a group activity, but before we get into that, I know some of y'all have seen these books before, but if natural disasters is something that you are interested in, I got these from Miss Sisson's room. So all these are in her classroom, and there's more in the library, but these three are I Survived books. I know y'all have heard of them and seen them.
I got the one in the middle.
Okay, well these are good books, and they are very accurate in talking about these natural disasters and what they do. Now here's one on Hurricane Katrina that we talked about. That was really close to home. I'm sure some of y'all know people who came from New Orleans when Hurricane Katrina happened. Then we have the San Francisco earthquake. I think Seth was talking about earthquakes in San Francisco earlier. Well, this is about a huge earthquake that happened there. And this is a natural disaster that we will talk about later this week. We're going to read a story.
Fires rather than smoke in there because
When earthquakes happen, different things, it can start fires, it can tear down buildings, you just
it
never know.
explodes something.
And then we've got the Japanese tsunami, 2011, that we talked about. So these are just a few. Like I said, there's more of these books. And also, this one, Ms. Smith has this one on volcanoes. It's another informational text that Gabe has read about volcanoes. And it's got diagrams, pictures, highlighted words, headings. It's got everything. And it's a good little interesting book. It's colorful, it's fun. So if y'all want to know anything else about these things, these are available to you. Yes, Gabe?
Have they put this on
We'll talk about that later. Now, for the group activity, you're going to look back through A World of Change, and you're going to go on a scavenger hunt. You're going to look at what the question says, and you're going to have to use text features like headings, diagrams, pictures, and highlighted words to answer these questions. You're going to have to know how to use the text features to help you go through the text. You will work in groups of 2. There can be a group of 3. And you will be able to choose where you sit. You cannot sit over at that back table like some of y'all usually do.
Are you gonna assign us to groups?
You can pick your partner. So, have a seat. We're not picking partners yet. Here, we hand these out. Everybody will get one of these, and everybody will will put the answers on their own sheet. That you can work with a partner. I'm going to grade that. Let me show you real quick what I'm going to use. Just so you know, I'm going to be looking for right answers, but I'm going to be looking to see if you know how to use text features. Okay? Do you use highlighted words to find context clues? Okay, you're going to have to use your context clues. Do you use the highlighted words to find those? And can you use the highlighted words to figure out the meaning? Can you use headings to locate where information is in the text? Can you use pictures to better understand the text? And can you understand and comprehend the diagrams and use that to help you comprehend the text? So that's how I'm going to be looking to grade y'all's group work. When you're done with the group work, when you and your partner are finished, on this desk right here, I have this. You are going to work by yourself on this. After you finish your group work, you're going to turn your group work into the second period basket and come pick up one of these. Actually, I'll set these over by the basket. So when you turn in your paper, pick one of these up, come back to your desk. Come back to your desk and work quietly by yourself on this. You're going to read the passage and you're going to answer the 3 questions. I want everyone to look. Gracie, you will not do part B. Do not do part B. Are we going to do part B?
No.
You're going to answer 1, 2, and 3 after reading this passage and follow the directions. It's going to tell you to reread, so I want you to go back and reread. Okay? Now, go ahead, quietly, you have 1 minute from when I say go to find your partner and get where you're going, and you need to be working. Take your small book with you. You need that to go back into the story. Go. Quietly. Don't run.
You're by yourself.
Just do your partner. You gonna work on your partner? You gonna work on your partner? Jeff, you gonna work on your partner? You're working with them?
It walks through the light in the face.
You can work with them. You can work with them. All right, you should be working. Y'all can talk to your partner, figure it out together. You don't have to be
Silent.
silent. Yeah, you don't have to be silent. But yeah, you gotta open your book. Guys, let's do number 1 together.
Okay, I know the answer.
Okay. Let's do number 1 together. Number 1 says, find the word severe in the passage. Use context clues in the paragraph and write a definition of the word. You can't use dictionary. All you're doing is using context clues to find out what the word means. So where is severe? What page? Page 53. What paragraph? First paragraph. It's at the bottom of the first paragraph. The sentence says, others can be quite large and cause severe damage. Since it only says others, we need to read up and make sure we know what that others is. Some landslides are small. Others can be quite large and cause severe damage. If they are large and cause severe damage, what can we infer that severe means? John Carter.
Means they're very dangerous.
Okay, it can be dangerous. And what's something else that severe can mean?
Damage. Bad. They can cause a lot of
Bad.
damage.
Dangerous, bad, destructive. Okay, so that's good. So you're just using your text features of highlighted words to find the word and then using what you know about context clues to infer the meaning. You can write that down. If you have an answer already, you can keep going. There's more than one right answer to most of these. Use your headings. If it's not a slow and steady process, it is a fast and powerful. Use your headings. Use your diagrams. Guys, in number 2. In number 2, where are you going to look to summarize one of the slow natural processes? Where are you going to look?
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. Work in your group on that. Are you up there, pencil? John David Drop. What does summarize mean? It means give a brief, short. No, basically write a sentence telling me what this paragraph says. You're just making it short. You're summarizing. Y'all summarize. Remember it tells a little bit of nothing. You had to summarize the scene in the book into one paragraph. You can summarize weather, erosion, or deposition. You're just giving a very short description. If y'all want to write it out, what don't you know? You mean that paragraph, those 3 paragraphs about the 3 different natural processes don't tell you enough for you to summarize? All I'm asking you to do is to summarize what you read about erosion. You know what summarize is, right? Summarizing isn't copying the sentence word for word. It's taking it and making it even shorter and telling just you're telling the high points. What erosion is or what weather it is. Maybe sentence 2 about erosion based on this paragraph. Just put what you think. All I want to know is that you can tell me a little bit about one of those 3 things. That's all I want to know. Just tell me about one of those 3 things. Which one are you? If we're summarizing this natural process, where should we be?
Go down to Colorado.
Under what heading?
are the three natural processes
You see this thing?
that are under slow stage.
You can walk out over there.
Except for these.
On the road. She's on
Number two, so now the slow natural processes that change the surface.
God bless him.
No, I'm asking you to tell
That's
me.
bad.
What are the slow natural processes?
He's a good guy.
Those are your vocabulary words. I did for number two, I don't know.
Very good.
This is just one of the natural processes.
One. So you think relations phase? What is relation?
I need you to tell me about what it does. What was carved out by the Colorado River as a base? It's your text. Go back and look through your text.
This was carved. I didn't really
Carved. Look, the Grand Canyon happened weekly. It was carved. Word for word. Look. You can write whatever you want to as long as it's. As long as you can back it up with text. You don't have to write it. Don't shine anywhere near it.
That's how you find out. Did you know it's done?
Guys, as long as you can back your answers up with the text, then you're good.
It's not on.
Use your text.
Is it you on?
Should I walk over and watch it? I don't want to be. Yeah, I did.
Like this, that's a block. You're the first one I've seen do that. That's a good idea.
My hand shakes too much. I've learned that from past experience.
Spell what?
I'm not like
Bridge, what do you think it begins with?
See?
Alright, Sue. Verb. I said cover. Alright, that's I spell English. You got it, coverage.
Okay, that's good, that's what you do, but I want you to find, you can leave that, but find a answer in your story. Find an answer in your story for that.
Where would you, listen, where would you, no, you don't have to write it as long as I can see you find it. Where would you look to find in this text about being prepared? Be prepared. You have that. So read that and write down just on the side, tell me something that tells you to do to be prepared. Write down the line. Okay, we've got, so you're looking through slow and steady, that's good. Is one of those words in there a highlighted word? The number 10? Why are slow natural changes a hazard? Okay. Find hazard. Right the page, it's probably not okay. That's still all under slow and steady. It says they can be seen as a hazard to the community. Why for slow processes? Read that whole paragraph and it'll tell you. All Nope. Hold on 1 second. Find the word alter in the passage. Alright. Using phrases was write a synonym for alter. Earth may seem as a small large rocky in zero change. Actually, our planet is a constant set of change. Changes take place every day. Every day. These activities often if these changes are taking place, and if changes
Just put your book bag down right over here. Hold your dear man. Put your book bag down right here.
Why do you have a camera?
Put your book bag down and you go to fast forward. Go to fast forward. Xavier, just drop it over here in this corner, okay? Thank you.
Okay, y'all only got about 5 more minutes before we change classes. And I need these, it's okay, we'll be time to do it. But I do need these groups,
What if
this
it's
group
instead
work
show you?
turned in. Okay, turn it in.
Go back to
Grab one of those other sheets. We've got about 5 minutes. Start working on it. Done. Okay, now,
Take a look at it.